Hello there, everybody. Sabata92 aka Nightmare, and yes, we are finally back to the anime reaction series. So, we're kind of working on a bit of a delay, admittedly, here. I wanted to give my thumbnail artist, some time to make the thumbnail template. So, admittedly, the wait was a little bit longer, but first off, shout out to SkydivingQuagga for once again gracing us with a magnificent thumbnail template. Honest to goodness, love it, and if it would make me feel very good if you guys actually went down and checked out his artwork. He's really good at what he does. Now, so context about this show. This was indeed the mystery show that I put in a voting poll a while back, where nobody seemed to get the green hint, which makes sense. It was very vague. So, about this, I remember hearing about this. Haven't watched it. I think I maybe saw like a poster of what this show looked like. God. I vaguely remember, well, obviously what my character is based on, the wearing that green cloak and something like this, but I know jack shit about this. It, from what I understand, according to the Discord, it's in the, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation of this. It's of the isekai or isekai, genre of sorts, which, I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I think Overlord classifies as it. Now, this show was recommended to me by close friends as well as Ardith. So I tend to take those recommendations seriously. So other than that, I pretty much know nothing about this, other than it having an interesting title, The Rising of the Shield Hero. So I'm getting a defensive main character or something like that. I don't know. Honestly, I was looking for something a little bit different, considering how The Promised Neverland was just, I mean, don't get me wrong, The Promised Neverland was utterly fantastic, let's be fair. So, hopefully this will be a bit of a change of pace, especially considering some of the darker stuff that I've encountered on the channel, and I just like, can I have something happy? Or just something fun. Also, I noticed the length of this episode, which is like 47 minutes, so I think we're probably going to go ahead and take this how we kind of like did the Fate Zero thing, because apparently this is very much like that, where the first episode's about almost an hour length, which, that's interesting. So, I'm expecting to see quite a lot into this. Like I said, I know, with almost every anime that I tend to watch on this channel, I know jack shit about it, although I think in some regards, My Hero Academia and Fate Zero can be kind of in like their own category, because I've been watching My Hero Academia since I first got into it on the channel here, which, by the way, thank you guys so much for recommending me that show. I honest to goodness love it, and I can't wait to watch season 4. Can't wait! And Fate Zero, just being connected to the Fate series. So, let's see how this goes. I think I'm going to like this show. Oh, I think I am most certainly going to like this show. Oh, yes. Okay. So, we finally got started on the show. Okay, the premise started off very, I mean, it was typical of you're suddenly in a new world sort of story, which, again, please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's called an isekai. I think it is. I don't know, that's a term that's thrown around in my Discord a few times, so I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And that bitch. I think her name is pronounced Mine or Mine, I don't know, but I don't know. Just, I could already kind of tell, like, with some of the actions that she was taking, like, spending barely anything on him, and she getting a lot of money spent on herself. That was already one telltale sign. The way that she was acting toward him, and just the overall dialogue that she was offering kind of told me that she was bad news. I just did not expect her to actually just somehow successfully smear this guy's name in just one episode flat. now the whole country fucking hates him, aside from maybe the blacksmith. He seems like he's kind of like, he might be a good guy. He might be a good guy. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. Got to see a little bit of how the game, how this world works. And it was very much kind of like a video game. Already the UI, or I guess that's what, yeah, the interface is a bit, it's easy to understand. It's pretty good. It's very interesting having a main character that, well, he can't really do much of anything in terms of battling, but it is neat being able to see him like this is like an almost an hour long episode, which was a pretty good idea to start it with. So overall, it's an interesting premise having a character that can barely do much of anything. I mean, unless he decides to take the old-fashioned approach of grinding on these 1 EXP monsters for an increasingly unnecessarily large amount of time, which this is time that we don't have because there's apparently the way this world works is there are these waves that they have to deal with. So he does not seem to have enough time to actually build up his strength and his level per se. So it was interesting to say the least. Also, this slave business. Interesting. This kind of seems like one of those. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to find a good comparison here. And unfortunately, I'm having a hard time coming up with any good comparisons at this rate. Okay, so far, the premise has me hooked now. Now it's. Okay, guys go into a new world. Hooray, I'm a hero. No, now my name is completely besmirched by this bitch who just flat out completely destroyed his name. That just fucked. What the hell was her why would she do that? I mean, okay, I have to think about this. First off, she got some free armor out of it. Second, she's now hooked up with one of the heroes, so I'm guessing that can, like, I don't know, elevate her status. I'm not entirely sure what her standing is in this. I think the king, he referred to her as adventurer. I think he referred to her as an adventurer. So I'm not entirely sure if she's like royal. I mean, I don't think she is. I don't know. I'd have to watch more of this, but I think I wasn't prepared for this to be like a full hour episode, but I think we're off to a good start. I'm going to leave it at just this first episode for this week. I'm pretty sure some people are going to be a little upset about that, but I'm just kind of testing the waters right now, so that way I can get some feedback from you guys. Now, I know one complaint that was kind of brought up was that I pause a bit too much. That's just kind of how I do things. If I have something that I want to say, I will pause it, or if what I've been doing in this episode was going back and re-looking over all of the flashing stuff that pops up. Like, I like to look at certain details like that. So, yeah, I mean, admittedly, if it annoys you, I am sorry. That's just kind of how I do things. I will try to kind of control how often I pause things to share my thoughts and all that. But I mean, it's just, like I said, it's just kind of how I do things. I don't like talking over scenes, because I know that's something that really annoys people. So I like to take moments to kind of pause so I can kind of take in what I'm seeing and sharing my thoughts on that. I know it's probably annoying to some people, but that's just kind of how I do things. So, other than that, the show, it's got me hooked. So I can already kind of see how this is, and I'm guessing that must have been the opening theme that they played at the end, because they didn't play anything at the beginning. I'm assuming. But I'm liking this. So far, it's got me intrigued enough, and I kind of want to see how this goes. I'm already intrigued in how the battle system of this world, or the game system of this world works. I'm already intrigued on that. Also, the whole detail about how they're from 4 different parallel Japans. I wonder if that's going to play a part into, like, the rest of the story or anything like, because I'm kind of wondering. But anyway, so far, I kind of like this. I'm a little bit worried about how this slave business is going to work. But this kind of does seem like something that you'd see in some adventure games. It's kind of like a Dark Brotherhood sort of system. Yes, I played Skyrim, damn it, I admit it. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me. I will definitely I'm definitely going to be recording more of this, but I guess I'll see you guys next week. Thank you very much for watching, and I can't wait to watch more of this. See you guys next week. Or tomorrow if you guys like Metroid. Yeah. See you guys then.